Sara Sampaio, the luminous Portuguese model and actress whose runway grace has graced covers from Vogue to Sports Illustrated, has taken a poignant step toward healing by welcoming a new canine companion into her life, 7 months after the heartbreaking disappearance of her cherished dog, Mongo. This adoption, announced with raw vulnerability on her Instagram platform, arrives not as a replacement but as a tentative bridge across the chasm of grief, a testament to the model's resilience amid profound loss. At 34, Sampaio, known for her sultry portrayals in films like La Sirenita and her advocacy for body positivity, has long shared glimpses of her personal world, but this revelation strips away the glamour, exposing the unvarnished ache of pet parenthood and the slow, meandering path to recovery. The new arrival, a sprightly black pup named Cody, entered Sampaio's Los Angeles home with the unassuming charm of a rescue in need of love. Shared snapshots capture Cody's wide-eyed curiosity, harnessed for tentative walks through sun-dappled parks, nibbling on gourmet treats with unabashed delight, and nestled securely in Sampaio's arms, his tiny frame a bundle of warmth against her poised elegance. These images, far from polished editorial shoots, radiate authenticity, a stark contrast to Sampaio's high-fashion facade. In her caption, a cascade of emojis punctuating paragraphs of introspection, she laid bare the emotional turmoil that preceded this decision. After Mongo went missing, the thought of ever getting a new dog felt wrong and scary, she confessed, her words a lifeline tossed to others navigating similar voids. The admission humanizes a woman often objectified in the industry, revealing layers of tenderness beneath the spotlight. Mongo's vanishing on April 29 remains an open wound, a mystery that defies closure despite exhaustive efforts. A beloved mutt with a mischievous glint and boundless energy, he had been Sampaio's constant since 2018, a furry confidant through Milan fashion weeks, New York red carpets and quiet pandemic evenings. Posters blanketed Los Angeles neighborhoods, a $5,000 reward dangled like a beacon, and social media erupted in a chorus of shares from fans and fellow celebrities. Yet, weeks turned to months without trace, leaving Sampaio adrift in what she describes as the most pain I've ever felt in my life. This raw quantification of sorrow, eclipsing professional rejections or romantic heartaches, speaks to the singular bond between humans and dogs, where loyalty is unconditional and loss feels like amputation. I'm still grieving him and still hoping one day he gets back to me, she wrote, clinging to a sliver of optimism that sustains her through sleepless nights and hollow routines. In Cody, Sampaio has found not erasure but echoes, a gentle reminder of Mongo's spirit that eases the edges of despair. Discovered through the LaBelle Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to rehabilitating at-risk animals, Cody's adoption story unfolds like a serendipitous script. Sampaio, volunteering sporadically amid her schedule, encountered the pup during a routine visit, his tentative wag and soulful gaze piercing her defenses. I fell in love right away and I knew he was mine, she recounted, infusing the moment with fateful whimsy. It's Mongo's way of coming back. Visually and temperamentally, Cody mirrors his predecessor, the same compact build, playful nips and affinity for belly rubs that once defined lazy afternoons. A side-by-side photo on her Instagram story, captioned "Would have been besties," evokes a ghostly reunion, blurring lines between past and present in a way that fosters peace rather than pain. Already, Cody has woven himself into her tapestry, trotting alongside morning jogs, curling up during script reads, and eliciting giggles that had grown scarce. Sampaio's narrative resonates deeply in a world where pet loss is an unspoken epidemic, compounded by urban anonymity and the fragility of microchip tracking. Mongo's case highlights systemic gaps. Despite his chip and collar, leads evaporated in the sprawl of Los Angeles, a city where strays vanish into shelters or worse. Her reward, generous by any measure, underscored the desperation, drawing tips from as far as San Diego but yielding no breakthroughs. Friends like Emily Ratajkowski and Carly Kloss amplified calls, their posts a digital dragnet, yet closure eluded. This limbo, Sampaio explains, amplifies grief's cruelty. Without a body or sighting, denial lingers, a psychological tether that prolongs suffering. Losing Mongo without closure was the most pain I've ever felt, she articulated, validating a universal yet isolating experience. Her dogs, she muses, represent the purest reciprocity of love. The only beings who have ever loved me with the same intensity one give. This reflection traces back to Sampaio's roots in Porto, Portugal, where a childhood steeped in Atlantic breezes and family warmth instilled a fierce devotion to those who reciprocate vulnerability. Modeling at 16, catapulted into a vortex of scrutiny, She found solace in Animal's judgment-free gaze, Mong's enthusiastic greetings, a balm after castings that chipped her confidence. Cody then is continuity, a vessel for that unfiltered affection, teaching her to extend grace amid imperfection. Early days brim with milestones, first toy conquests, puddle-splashing escapades, that coax tentative joy. He has already begun to bring me joy and peace, she shares, a quiet victory over paralysis. As Sampaio rebuilds, her story inspires ripples. The LaBelle Foundation reported a surge in inquiries post-announcement, aspiring adopters moved by her candor. She advocates for preventive measures, GPS collars, neighborhood watches, and policy pushes for better stray reporting. Professionally, amid Madame Web buzz and lingerie line expansions, Cody joins as mascot, his antics lightning set tensions. Critics might dismiss it as celebrity pet drama, but Sampaio reframes it as archetype, grief's nonlinearity, where new chapters honor the old without supplanting. 7 months on, hope for Mongo flickers, a found poster, a familiar bark, while Cody bounds forward, paws patting a path to wholeness. In embracing Cody, Sampaio doesn't betray Mongo, she expands love's capacity, proving healing's alchemy turns ache into abundance. For fans shadowing her journey, it's a beacon, loss carves space but doesn't define. And in quiet moments, with Cody snoring softly, she whispers to the ether, holding both pups in her heart's vast kennel.